Buck? Hi, Taylor. Are you alone? Yeah, I took myself out for dinner. I'm learning how to be okay alone. That's super fair. Do you mind if I join you for a bit? No, I guess not. So how you been? Like I said, learning how to be alone. Kinda sucks. Yeah, so why the need for this lesson? My boyfriend broke up with me. My sister got kidnapped and almost died, and then Eddie moved to El Paso. So, a lot has come up. Is Maddie okay? Yeah, obviously, mentally she's having a bit of a hard time, but she's getting through it. Physically, she's fine. She's actually pregnant with her second kid, so that's exciting. Oh, wow. Wait. Wait, your boyfriend broke up with you? Oh, yeah, I guess you didn't know I'm bisexual. Oh, no, I knew that. Huh? Yeah, it was kind of obvious. How? I didn't know I was bisexual when we were together. How did you know? You didn't know you were bisexual when we were together? How would I know, Taylor? Well, I'm bisexual, so I just... You are? I can't believe that never came up. I mean, we've known each other for a while. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm dating a woman now. Okay, then. So, first boyfriend? Yeah. Why'd you break up? Well, you'll never believe this. So, you remember my ex, Abby? I remember you hearing about her. My boyfriend, Tommy, was her ex-fiancé. Okay. He's gay. Oh! Oh, she was his beard, I guess. So I found that out and kind of spiraled, and I asked him to move in with me. Oh, as you do. Shut up. I mean, you literally did that to me, so, I think I can joke about it. Anyway, when I did, Tommy said that he was my first and not my last. I beg your pardon? First what? Relationship with a man. Is he not aware that we live together? Oh no, he was. So he's just being an asshole? Well, not exactly, because he said that he was afraid that I was gonna break his heart. Isn't that literally kind of a risk you take it with any relationship? It gets better. This is very amusing to you. So, Eddie moves to Texas, right? And I'm living in his house. Your what? He signed a lease on the house, but I put a down payment on a house in Texas, and so he needed a renter, so I offered. Okay, wait, why did he move to Texas? So suddenly. To be with Chris. Why is Chris in Texas? We'll get back to that. Okay. So, I was having a hard time with unpacking my stuff, right? So Maddie told me that I should try to make new friends. Okay. So I tried to hang out with, Ravi. Do you remember him? A little bit. I helped train him when we were together. Right. The one he threatened with a chainsaw? I wasn't... Yeah, it was him. Did you threaten him with another chainsaw? No, I asked him to get drinks. Okay. I don't know, 1 minute I'm waiting for Ravi to get us some beers. Next minute he's coming over with Tommy. Oh, that's foul! Did he not know? Oh no, he knew. He brought Tommy over so he could leave. Buck, what'd you do? I don't know. I was just telling stories. Okay, so time to catch up with your ex-boyfriend, and... Oh, you hooked up with him? Got it. Yeah, so... We spend the night at his place? Eddie's old place. Yeah? I'm sure that went over well. Why? Don't worry about it. So what happened? Oh, you hooked up with him? Got it. Yeah, so... We spend the night At his place? Eddie's old place. Yeah? I'm sure that went over well. Why? Don't worry about it. So what happened? Well, Tommy said that he was willing to try our relationship again. Oh, so suddenly he's not worried about you breaking his heart? That's where the fun part comes in. Oh, okay, so this whole story has a point. Seriously? What'd he say? He said that he wasn't as worried about me breaking his heart because the competition was out of the way. Competition? Eddie. Yeah. Wow. I know. Me in love with Eddie? My straight best friend? How ridiculous is that? Oh, no, that's not what's funny about this. What? No, I'm just glad somebody had the balls to say it. Wow. I know. Me in love with Eddie? My straight best friend? How ridiculous is that? Oh, no, that's not what's funny about this. What? No, I'm just glad somebody had the balls to say it. What? Buck, you and Eddie's relationship has been far from normal the entire time that I've known you. Wait, so you thought I was in love with Eddie when we were dating too? Well, I didn't see in love, just... Definitely wasn't 100% platonic. Why didn't you say anything? Well, one, I figured you knew and I didn't have to tell you. Two, we were together, so I didn't really know how relevant it was. And three, I figured that if it was, you would tell me. Okay, but like, Eddie is straight. Yeah, and apparently you thought you were straight until like a year ago. That's different. How exactly? Because Eddie actually is straight. Right, okay. What? That's exactly how Tommy reacted when I said Eddie was straight. Okay, and? Do you know something I don't? No, I just have seen you and Eddie's relationship and also have first-hand experience in what it's like to have you as a romantic partner. And I hate to break it to you, but there's barely any difference. Okay, I get why Tommy would be threatened by what we have, but Eddie and I just don't have that relationship. Okay, that's where you need to take a step back. I'm sorry, what? Buck, your significant other should not be threatened by your relationship with your best friend? Because either you need to reevaluate your relationship with your best friend, or you need to get a better partner. Probably both in this situation. Were you ever threatened by what me and Eddie had? Well, not threatened per se, but it definitely was confusing. You didn't think I was gonna, like, leave you or cheat on you with Eddie? No. And I don't think that's what Tommy was worried about either. I mean, it felt like he was accusing me of cheating on him. I mean... Right. Look, Buck, I'm not even mad about that. Never really was. I was more mad about, you know. I know. And it doesn't sound like he was accusing you of cheating on him with Eddie. It sounds like he was afraid that if he fell in love with you, you would eventually realize that you had misplaced your feelings for Eddie onto him. You know, I don't know, like, even when we were together, I think I always knew that if it came down to it, if you had to choose between me and Eddie, you would choose Eddie. You don't even try denying it. You know it's true. But I'm not mad, I'm just saying. And I can kind of understand not being okay with that and feeling like, especially if he's the reason that you realized you're queer and he's aware of that, just feeling like it's only a matter of time before you realize it and you and Eddie end up getting together. Though acting all happy that Eddie, your best friend of the last, 7 years, was gone is a pretty wild choice. Right? Though acting all happy that Eddie, your best friend of the last, 7 years, was gone is a pretty wild choice. Right? Don't get me wrong, I can understand where he's coming from, but, was he trying to be a dick, or was he trying to communicate an actual insecurity? I don't know. I don't know, it sounds like he was just being a dick. Like, seriously? You hadn't been able to unpack the house. So I assume there was boxes everywhere. Yeah. The bed wasn't even made. Gross. Yeah, that was a mistake. Cleaning mattresses is hard. Oh my god, stop talking. Anyway. Yeah, no. To be glad that this important person, whether or not he thinks you're in love with him, is gone. Like, I don't know what he expected was gonna happen. I don't know either. I mean, come on, Eddie and I didn't really like each other, but like, I can have basic fucking empathy and understand that him leaving to a different state fucking sucks for you. Like, dude, you didn't get along with Eddie? No. I'm pretty sure he hated me. What? Why did I not know this? I have no idea. I thought it was pretty obvious. What? You know, Eddie and Tommy were pretty good friends before we started dating. Really? Yeah. But then Tommy told me that when Eddie and I broke up, he stopped talking to Tommy. Sounds about right. That's just so weird. I just never realized. Clearly. I mean, what do you think that's all about? Gee, I wonder. This is becoming like a chain of hype checks for people in the 911 fandom. I just got back into the fandom too, like less than a month ago. But I guess it's that time of year, because this is a thing that comes up so often that every couple months I just make a video about it. Yes, I am in fact 5 feet tall. I'm in a tall person house, so because my stepdad's 6 feet tall and this is his house. Also, if anyone's thrown off by the pink, I know I never wear pink. I'm wearing pink because of our baby girl, Eddie Diaz, okay? So, also just as a better comparison, this is me standing next to my 5'4" partner in 3-inch heels. So. Let's see. That's what I thought this meant. I've been openly a lesbian since I was 15. I'm 20. Oh, I guess it could mean a young lesbian too, but that doesn't feel correct. These answers all seem kind of like boring. I was hoping for something funny. Like, yeah, I'm a feminist. And? How can you be a lesbian and not be a feminist? Genuine question. I don't think it's physically possible to be a lesbian and not be a feminist. Like... I think it's just not... It just doesn't think I'm a... I don't even fucking know what a chapstick lesbian is. I've heard the term... Is a term used... Okay, wait, this is the AI overview. I don't know if that's... Who exhibits some masculine traits, like short hair or men's clothing, but doesn't fully fit the butch stereotype. Often seen as more neutral or practical in presentation. That's... okay. Yep. That sounds about right. For the hell of it. Let's try again. Okay. I don't know. Like, the same goes for, like, baby gay. Like, I'm not a baby gay. I haven't been a baby gay since I was in junior high. I had my first girlfriend when I was 14. I'm 20 and in a relationship. Like, I think the fact of the matter is there's some things that are different for me because I also am gender non-conforming. I know this isn't what it means, but my brain obviously goes to the Omegaverse. A lesbian who, due to being the largest and strongest lesbian in the pack, considered top of the lesbian food chain. This is Henrietta Wilson, actually. Alpha lesbian has an undeniable cool factor that triggers a very typical lesbian response. Am I in love with her or do I want to be her? I just think of Omegaverse, though. You know, I don't know where I saw this, but something that I think would be really interesting for 911 to do with, like, Buddy when it goes canon. I'm saying when. I'm not allowing myself to have any doubt at this point, okay? I just can't. If I have to be delusional about it, I will be. Buddy's going canon. But I think it would be really interesting to have moments with them where they're like, I need to talk to my best friend, or can you be my best friend for a minute and not my boyfriend? Or even, I want to say I saw this in Hell's Bells, but I don't actually remember. Just, are you asking me as your best friend or as your boyfriend? Because they've been best friends for 7 years. And, you know, they do have a very unique friendship, and I will not deny that. But I think especially when they start dating, there will be a shift in it where they don't fully know how to act around each other. So I think something that could be really interesting with that is taking and just them taking note of this, and I don't know, I don't care who it would be, if it's Buck or Eddie, where they're like, okay, so things have been weird, and I noticed that, and we're still figuring this out, and that's okay. So how about you talk to me like I'm your best friend and not your boyfriend? Because I still am your best friend, even if I am also your boyfriend. And that's kind of like their way of, at least initially, talking about their insecurities and anxieties surrounding dating each other after having this established friendship that they've had for so long. Even, I think it'd be really fun to have a scene where they're kind of, they have like an argument or something, or like an awkward moment or anything, and they're kind of just sitting and like fidgeting and not knowing what to do, and one of them jokes, you know, usually when stuff like this happens with my past relationships, I'd be calling you about it. And so and essentially the way that they respond is just, okay, so if it wasn't me, what would you be saying right now? I think it would actually be a really interesting way to show how they learn to communicate effectively as partners, because both of them historically have had issues with communicating with their partners, but they seem to have a pretty good idea of how to communicate with each other. So it will be navigating the fact that they know how to communicate with each other as best friends, but they've never really figured out how to communicate with their partners. I think it'd be fun, and I don't know where I definitely have seen and heard this before. I've seen it for jokes, for Buddy specifically, like on Twitter, but otherwise I feel like I've seen it for other friends to lovers storylines. I don't think I've read it in any fics though, so if anyone wants to use that for a fic, like, feel free. I don't know, it just seems like a fun idea, and it feels like something that would make sense for them to do.